Hello, guys. Welcome to our January team meeting for Simply Grace and Grit 2022 Insanity. So for y'all that are new, let's see, we don't have too many people new on. But we do a monthly meeting, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later on after announcements. But this is a monthly meeting that we do to do some shout outs. We do, I'm sorry, I got to pull this one more thing up before I forget. We do shout outs, we do announcements, and then we do have just a little training. There are going to be some things that are a little different moving forward into 2022. So that's super exciting. You know, we're always changing. We're always trying to do, as leaders, we're always trying to do what's best for our team. So for those of you who may not know me, my name is Whitney Hebel. I am your Superstar Director for Simply Grace and Grit. I have been doing this since 2017. So we just hit 4 years in September. And yeah, this is just a monthly meeting that we come together. It's super important that you're here just to get insights into what is going on right now in our business. And I always give some type of training to take forward into the month. You may have also noticed that I do a weekly email for you guys. That's something where I do just a weekly review of what's going on, what's happening, try and put some training in there for you. It's just a good touch point in your business to know exactly what's going on. I know because sometimes it's hard to know all the things. So I try and condense that for y'all into one place, with also giving you the ability to search on your own on the workstation. So the first thing we're going to do is the announcements for December. We had a few promotions. We had for certified consultants, Nicole Welch, Courtney Crimson, Christina Holmes, Chelsea Booth, and Jessica Meek. So congratulations to them. They get their 5% commission raise, permanent raise forever and ever, which is amazing. That's one of the first big milestones in our business. So congratulations to them for hitting that in December. It's pretty awesome. And then we had Jennifer Peterson, who promoted to star consultant. So congratulations to Jennifer. She has been a rock star from day one. She's always on the leaderboard for sales, and she is doing awesome. So congratulations to Jennifer as well. December top 10. So this is just our team. That means there's, I'm your director as well as SSD. So we have Jennifer Peterson, shocker, in the first spot for sales, Stephanie Schroeder, Taylor Beaver, Shara Martinez, Sarah Evans, Ashley Crabtree, Megan Moody, Meredith McCowan, Angela Crops, and Chelsea Geller. So that was our top 10 for December. So congratulations to all of y'all. You know, something that we always just like to recognize on our team is who's doing really well, who's going above and beyond in their business. And these people are the ones that are doing that. The 3 people on our team who sponsored last month, Sarah Evans, Ashley Crabtree, and Liz Smith. So congratulations to all 3 of them for adding to their team. And then most active frontline, Meredith McCowan had 5, and Megan Moody and Sarah Evans had 4. So those lovely ladies are the ones that will be on promotion watch soon, because they are building their team consistently and they have that higher frontline as they're growing. So our team sales in November were $53,438, which is not November, December. Did I say November? I wrote November. I meant December. So 53,438 in December, which is awesome, guys. That's so awesome. So like I mentioned, for announcements, World Tour in person, deadline to sign up is tomorrow. Okay, so if you want to go, or even if you're thinking about going to World Tour in person, sign up by tomorrow. If you are signed up in person to go and something happens, or you change your mind, or you just feel uncomfortable and don't want to go, everyone is getting a virtual option as well who's going in person, and you don't pay any penalty, you don't lose anything, you get the same thing. So even if you're thinking about going, sign up in person. So that way, if you change your mind or something happens, then you can just switch it over to virtual. So World Tour, you'll have to check the events tab in your workstation to see what is closest, what area is closest to you that's holding it. I personally will be in Raleigh. It was cheaper for me to fly to Raleigh than to drive to Boston. From where I am up here in Fort Drum, there's not a ton of places around here. So I chose to go to Raleigh because that's where that's my home, that's my hometown, and that's where a lot of my people are. So I will be in Raleigh. We will also be doing a leadership night the day before World Tour in Raleigh. That's going to be with Chloe Cox, Ray Anderson, Amber Ryan, let's see if I remember everybody, Anya Faust, and Katie Lassiter. So we're going to be doing a leadership night there, just to really touch base and kind of do a kickoff to World Tour. So I'm super excited about that too. The next thing is SFR in Utah. I've had a lot of people asking me. Yes, as far as I know, that's still in effect. That's still going to happen. When I know something, y'all will know something, but just go ahead and start planning on attending that. And I'm super excited because a lot of our newer consultants that signed up in 2021 are investing in their business and going. They have their hotel booked, or at least reserved with no strings attached, and they're planning on going. So I'm really hoping that happens. Yeah, SFR. So World Tour is like a very, very, very miniature SFR. So World Tour is one day, like 9 to 5 with the lunch break. SFR is usually about 3 days. I think it was 4 days when we went, but I know they were mentioning shortening it. So the time range that we have for SFR does include leadership, which is directors and above. So just keep that in mind too. Once we have definite dates, that will be announced on the workstation. So keep that in mind when you're booking too. Another announcement I want to talk about was our Leap to Lead program that Anya Faust is doing. Her and Paige Rooswald are doing for our entire group. They have organized a program for essential and certified and even lead consultants that maybe haven't been paid at title that want to be a consistently paid at title lead and above to work on. It's really just a good focus for you, and an opportunity for you to take in your business to hear from actually Paige is a director, Anya is a SSD, but we have chosen stars and superstars to talk to y'all because they went through that same program just a year, was it about a year ago? I don't even remember when it was. And now they have not just become lead, but have gone above that. So it is really good so far. There's daily posts in there. There's a weekly training. There's a lot to do, but it's spread out enough that it's something that you can just touch base with. So if you're thinking about doing that, the deadline to be into that group is Wednesday. So make sure you just go ahead and hop in there. It's not going to hurt you if you decide it's not for you, but really just checking it out and invest in that time in your business can make such a big difference. If you have any questions about that, let me know. You should just be able to search our team page for Leap to Lead and it should come up. So tonight we're going to be talking pretty much all about January. Just a broad view of what important things are to focus on in January. But with it being January, we have the start of a brand new year. Thought I wasn't recording there for a minute. I was like, oh man. Okay. So with a brand new year, we have our meetings scheduled out for the entire year. It is the second Monday of every month at 8:30 Eastern time. The dates are in the team page. Obviously, if you're here, you've seen it. So congratulations on the first step of investing in your business and showing up to meetings. I understand that not everyone's time or schedule can allow that, but it is super important that if I'm showing up and our leaders are showing up and our presenters are showing up, that you show up too. And that's a little hint of what's to come. So we did it last year, and I'm going to try and focus on that more this year, is having our own leaders speak and having guest speakers, because y'all hear from me all the time. And some of y'all who have been doing this a while probably are sick of hearing me talk, but guess what? So I'm hoping to bring in some new people, some new perspectives. And the intent of these is to give you something to leave with and do in your business. So that's the biggest thing to keep in mind, is that we're not just here hanging out and not doing anything productive. I value your time just like I know that you value mine. So second Monday every month, 8:30. That is the plan. Yeah, and those are in the group. Let's see, what else am I missing? Okay, so in January, it is our transition month. And the first thing I'm going to talk to y'all about is our supplies for our next catalog. Before we get into the nitty gritty of what we're doing this month, I wanted to make sure that y'all are taking advantage of the opportunity to get your products for next month now. If you've gotten some products or supplies, drop it in the comment and let me know who has gotten either a sales kit or their business toolkit, or just maybe catalogs, whatever it is. One of the biggest questions I get from everybody is, what are you getting, or what should I get? What do I need for a new catalog season? Okay, Ashley's got hers, business tools kit. Yep, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. Is that business tools kit is something, called the Transition Business Tools Kit. It is something that's never been offered to us, but Scentsy put everything that you need in one cute little bundle, so you're not having to go through and figure out what you need and accidentally get a different language, or there's just so many ways you can mess it up. Trust me, I've done it. So yeah, I snagged all the kits, tools kit, tool, scent, clean. Yep. So all of these are available. They used to not do those either, but they are now available for us to get our hands on things early, and we get PRB off of it. So there's no necessarily savings to it. What are you laughing at? Oh, yes. I've ordered Canadian way too many times, guys. What was I saying? You're distracting me. Oh, the new sales kits. Those are something that SSG has asked for. We get paid on that. There's not necessarily any sale price with that. It's not going to be a discount for us, but it is something that they've offered early. I'm pretty sure the scent kit is already sold out. But it is something that you should take advantage of as a consultant that's serious about their business. And I will say, so the Transition Business Tools Kit, that is literally what I bought, plus one more thing. It's a spring and summer catalog pack. It comes in 25. And I know that may not sound like a lot, but we live in a different world than we did just 5 years ago. And I go through just 2 of these in a catalog season usually. And I could probably get by with doing one. Why? Because there's just so many other options that Scentsy gives us to share our catalog. There's now a View My Catalog button on our website. There's the product sheet. There's QR codes. There's just so many different ways that you can share a catalog. It doesn't have to be in this heavy form. Now, I have some customers that they want this and they want this in their hand, right? So fun fact, whatever the post office tells you, don't let them tell you any different. You will see right here in the top, it says place stamp here. Okay. That all you have to do is tape this shut and put a stamp on it, and you can send it just like this. Okay. I did it last year. I promise. If there's anybody from USPS on here, they probably know me by name, but that can ship with one stamp. Okay. So if someone wants a catalog, just send it just like this. Okay. Tape it shut. You have to tape it shut. You can't just send an open book. And then put your stamp on it. Last year, I don't think I have them up here. I did my sticker sheets like a bookmark, and I tried to see if I could get away with something, and I did. I taped the inside. It was just a piece of cardstock. I taped it on the inside, and then I taped it shut. So they got all the scents of the stickers with the catalog, and it still shipped with one stamp. Okay. Yes, a regular forever stamp. I mean, it says place stamp here. The post office will not deliver without postage, obviously. But yeah, just tape it shut with a piece of Scotch tape and send it on its way. If you put it in an envelope, it's going to ship as a package. It's going to be $3 and something to ship. But if you just send it by itself, not in anything, it's just a stamp. So that's the first thing that comes in the kit. The other thing is the product list. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing because there are, it says 150 pack in here, but I can never, ever, yes, even a clear catalog mailer will make it a package if you put it in anything. The product list, have a love-hate because I never get rid of them all. There's so many of them and I don't know why. But I encourage you that if you have someone local to you, maybe you are a leader, give a pack because it comes in, there's like 3 individual ones, split it up with some of your teenies. I always try and give these away with my local teammates just because there's so many. The product sheet, if you're not familiar with it, it has every single thing that's in our catalog. It's a front and back sheet. I'll just go ahead and open it. And the way that I do it is I fold it up so it fits in an envelope. Yes, I did get 3. So it's 350 packs, right? So the way that I do it is I fold it actually in half, then I fold it again and then put it in an envelope. I almost always add in something extra with my thank yous, and this is something that's good to do that. Right here in the bottom of the corner, you'll see there's a barcode and then there's a square, perfect spot for your information. But it has our diffusers, our warmers, our accessories, and then it has all the scents and stuff listed on the back. Literally everything. It is a quick snapshot of our catalog. So that comes in the kit, or you can purchase that separately, but this is also something I've always gotten. Okay. The other thing is the sticker pack. And I have fallen in love with these. The first time, I'm going to be honest with y'all, the first time I did this, I did not have a ton of luck with them, but I really feel like they've changed their stickers. So in here, you get 72 of each of the new scents. And I'm going to show y'all later on in the month what I do. But I make sticker sheets so that my customers can smell them without a felt sample or a wax sample. And I put all 10 on a sheet. I have it scheduled to post later, I think next week. But it lets your customers just get a snip of it to see if they would be interested in it. Okay. The first time I did it, I did not have luck with it. This last time I got tons and tons of feedback saying how much they appreciated it and they wish they could do it for every cent. They wish we had a sticker for every cent. So once I get towards the end of the month, I will make sticker sheets with all of these and have them for the entire catalog, kind of like a mass sample, but a mass sticker sheet making. So that comes in the kit too. And this kit is $69. The other thing I get is, can I bring that over here? The transition tester set. Can I bring that over there?
Oh, I've never seen it.
So that is a tester set of only the scents that are not in our catalog right now. So any that are staying, you should already have the testers from your kit. These are all the new ones that were not in just the last catalog. You may see some that are coming back from last spring summer catalog. So you may have doubles of those, and that's where you can use those in your bag parties or ship them off or make samples from them, tons and tons. Yes, they'll send you a new one if you're missing something. That's why I was just checking before to make sure all my stickers were there. So this is not a full set, but just a transition set. So like I said, we'll have all the new scents, but we'll also have the repeat scents from last year. And instead of holding on to multiple sets, you can use those, like I said, in bag parties, gifts, make samples of them, all kinds of ideas with that. And then the last thing in the kit is the product training guide. If you're not familiar with this, you need to be. This tells you all kinds of little tips, and it has sales tips. It has the benefits of our products. It is like the little Bible of the catalog. I think it's $2 by itself, so it's super cheap. But if you don't want to pay for it, you can just print it off on your workstation. It's in a PDF, or you can just save it and refer to it. But if you don't purchase it, I definitely recommend that you read through it. Even if you've been a consultant forever and ever, we have new catalogs. We have new products, and there's just tons of like little information, how tall the Bitty Buddies are, like little things like that, that maybe you wouldn't know off the top of your head. Tons of tips and features of our laundry. I personally get a lot of questions about that. A lot of the weird questions that people ask you where you're like, never thought of that. It's probably in here. So that's called your product training guide. And it has tons and tons of information. So that's the last thing in that kit. It's all bundled, or it's all set together for $69, and it's literally all you need. The only other thing that I buy is the oil transition tester set. And that's not here yet because I forgot to order it the first time, but that is something that you actually get PRV for. So if you use our oils, that's something that they come in smaller bottles than our regular oil, but this is just an opportunity to smell all the scents. I did samples of last year. I need to go through and see what oils are staying from our new ones last year, but go through and I make the tiny little bottles from the sampling set of that. So yeah, if you use our oils, or if you have any customers, or maybe that's going to be your focus this year, I want to sell more diffusers, I want to sell more oils. Something like that would be something you would invest in, and then you would get PRV on. This product transition business kit, the transition business toolkit, all the supplies, you don't get PRV on that. Okay, so that's totally a write-off. That's just for your business. And that is something that you would have to invest in. Say you just want catalogs right now, that's fine. Order the catalogs. You have to decide as an independent consultant what you need for your business. But Scentsy has really listened to us, once again, it's really cool when they listen, and they have put up this all together for you. Just make sure you get the right language. Okay, so we are US-EN. Yes. There are many different languages. There are many different regions, but that's the one that most of our team, I think we have maybe one other person in another region, but, and yeah, don't feel like you have to buy the business toolkit. If that's not something you want to invest in right now, totally fine. Like I said, do what you can. If you do all online parties and you don't want to get the testers right now, totally fine. You want to use your free rewards next month to get all the bars free to make testers. You have to figure out what works for you. And that's what all makes us independent business owners. Okay. There are other options you can buy all of that individual. You can buy individual testers. Say someone stole your Luna, you need another Luna, you can do that. Everything you need is in the consultant store. Okay. So next thing for this month is bring back my bar. I'm not going to go through what that is because y'all should know that it's in our workstation. I shared a report and I shared it in our email this morning to run for people who may have purchased that in the past, and you can reach out to them. So we're all about starting conversations in January. What I'm hearing a lot is people don't want to party. Okay, well, that means you're going to have to open your mouth about your business. Okay, you're going to have those one-on-one conversations. You're not just going to be able to post on Facebook and share the coolest warmer and expect everyone to come to you and order. That's just not how this business works. You have to have those conversations. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to ask more people than you think. And you're going to have to really you're going to have to work to get into what you're going to talk to them about. Okay, so that's where those reports come in. Thankfully, those are really easy to run. It's literally everything is done for you. You just have to push a few buttons. So bring back my bar is one report. The other report is a discontinued products report. So we have a discontinued products list: warmers, buddies, diffuser shade, scents, scent packs, scent circles, all the things that are being discontinued. The thing about this is some of those things are going to come back next fall and winter catalog, but we don't know what they are. Okay. Winterberry apple tea could possibly not come back next catalog. Okay. That would be really bad because we have a lot of people that love that scent, but that's possible. And that's what I tell people. They'll say, but don't you think it will come back? I honestly don't know. And I'm not going to tell you, yeah, I think it will, because then it won't. That's my luck. So I encourage everyone, and here's a little tip for you, even if it's a really popular scent and they think it's going to come back, I tell them, make a club, set it out for, get your start date as far out as you can, and then have it set for 3 months. That means your club's only going to run twice during our next catalog season. And that's going to be 1 bar, however many bars they put in it. But say they don't necessarily want ice pine during the spring and summer, but they want it for the fall and winter because that's all they do. Then you're going to want to put it in your club so you at least don't go without it. Okay. So that's like a minimum club to keep things that you really like in check. And so you'll always get those. Okay. Discontinued products for not just wax. Bring Back My Bar is great. I mean, not Bring Back My Bar. Always Get My Bar is great. That is an option that Scentsy will make it for you forever and ever. There's so many perks to club, guys. I strongly encourage you to have a club order. Okay. Even if that's 1 bar, or even if it's just like $30, if you do $30, you get 10% off. That's free shipping technically. Okay. Even if you just order it once just to go through the steps and then cancel it right away, I strongly encourage you to have some type of club so you can talk your customers through it. Okay. So tell me in the comments who has their own personal club order. Because that's super, super important that you know the ins and outs of setting up a club. You know how it works. You know that if you cancel, how many more chances you have before that bar gets gone forever. The frequencies, all that. Yes. There's so many perks to club that it's silly. And if you notice in our new catalog, I'm going to turn that fan on. Getting heated. There is a referral program coming with club. Maybe. Scentsy Club Rewards Program. Okay, it's right here on page 7. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. You will be getting rewarded for using and sharing the products you love. So even not as a consultant, maybe someone has a really large club and they party every often, they're going to start getting rewarded by pretty much referring people to have a club too. Okay. There's also a lot of specifics with this that we're going to have to be careful for. They have not announced exactly when that's going to start. It's not going to start on the 1st. That has not been announced yet. And that's literally, I'm surprised they're doing it because there's just so many perks already to club that now you get pretty much like referral points for having people join you. So, or not join you, but have a Scentsy club too. So it's kind of like another way to party, right? So someone can now get rewards for having their friends sign up to club too. Okay. So that's awesome. Let me see what it says in there before I say something I'm not supposed to. Yeah, so more of the specifics will be coming about that. So that's Bring Back My Bar, opportunity for club. Discontinued products, wax bars, opportunity for club. And then just wanted to mention club in general is so important because it is consistent PRV that you're not having to work for. Yes, you should still be showing customer service. Yes, you should be saying something to say thank you for their order, but whatever they choose to have their club come out, that's PRV that's already set up to come. Okay. Yes, they can cancel it. Yes, they can skip, but most of the time it's going to continue to come out. It's going to have to be PRV that you don't have to worry about. So as a leader, say my goal is 500 PRV every month just from club. I know I don't have to worry about numbers necessarily. 500 PRV will never be okay with me as a leader, but I know that I have my minimum just by club. And that's just an example. If you're a consultant that's just here and wants to be active every month, $200, make a goal of not necessarily how many, well, either way, how many clubbers you want or how much you want in club per month. All of that is shown on your workstation. It's very cool to see how much you get just from club every single month. So make sure you check that part of your workstation out too, because my months aren't very even. There's 1 month that's much lower than the other months. That's not something I can really control except just to focus on my club orders as a whole. But a lot of people get scared when you talk about club. They're like, oh no, I don't want anything that's going to like tie me in for months and months and months. But when they learn if you start sharing consistently, they will learn that they can cancel anytime and all that good stuff, all the good stuff that we already know about club. So I love to see that so many of you have club. It's not even about how big it is or what you have. It's just that you know how the system works as a consultant. That's the most important thing. Like I said, next time you want to order some wax, make it a club order just so you can go through the process of it and cancel it if you need to, if it's not something you necessarily want to commit to. But when your customer asks you questions that only a club owner would know, you can answer those for them. So the last part we're going to talk about is last chance, first glance. So that's kind of like the theme for the whole month. It's our last chance to get a bunch of products, but we also are having, especially as consultants, our first glance into the new catalog. We have to be super disciplined in this kind of month because we're like, ooh, shiny new catalog, all the new scents, all the new warmers, all the new products, all the new things, that we may get a little distracted from our current month, right? We want to hurry up and do our favorite 6-pack graphic, or maybe when we want to start making graphics for our parties for next month, or maybe we want to start sending information to our customers. We're so excited. I get it. Promise. This is the first time I've actually cracked open a catalog and actually looked at it. But we really have to focus on the now. Okay. So what does that mean? Really focusing on that discontinued list and not sharing that catalog too early, whether that be publicly or privately. Okay. One thing that I'm going to tell y'all, something that y'all can do, and I already said it, but that way every single person can have a party this month. And that is a last chance, first glance party. Okay. So it's an end of month type of thing, but you can write this down to do later on in the month. And it's something that you are going to host as the consultant. Okay. And there's going to be a few perks for you from it. Okay. So the first thing, obviously, in the party is going to be focusing on all the things that are going away. After we use those reports and we see, oh my gosh, Whitney has ordered Vanilla Mint every single month, the past 6 months, she needs to know that it's going away. She either needs to stock up or she needs to make a club, right? Or she needs to have a party so she can get it for free. But we have to change our mindset into really not overwhelming them, because this is something that I used to do where I would say, hey, Vanilla Mint's going out of stock. You can join club. If you have $30, it's 10% off. If you have 60, you get a half price item. You can cancel at any time. Like all of that coming at someone at the forefront, they're gonna be like, whoa, no. And we talk about this a lot with ward vomit. But really just saying, hey, just want to let you know Vanilla Mint is going out of stock or leaving the catalog. We're not sure if it comes back. Let me know if you want details on how to stock up. Okay. Keep it simple when you're talking to people, because even if you want to tell them all the things, you need to know if they're even interested in keeping it. They may love it, but they're like, I'll find something else. There's people like that they love stuff, but it's just not their thing. Okay. So then after you focus on the discontinued things, you're going to give these people a first glance into the new catalog. Like I said, this is that end of month type of thing, last few days of the month. But this way, you're going to have orders for both months. You're going to have orders to put in for this current month. And then on the first, you're going to have orders to put in too. Someone may send you an order that has 6 Vanilla Mint, but 6 pink rhubarb and sugar. Okay. That's going to be $30 on each month. And that's where this perk of a part of the party comes in. You as the consultant are running the party. So then in turn, you're going to get the rewards. So now you're going to have rewards to spend on your new catalog items that you want. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. So this is something that I encourage that all of y'all do for, either online, in person. It depends on where you are, what it looks like as far as COVID right now. But last year or last catalog, I did it online and I got more than $200 on each ends. Okay. So this is something that is a perk for you, but a perk for them too. And it really lets them know, hey, like this is it. This is your chance to get. Don't contact me on the first asking for vanilla mint. It's not going to happen. Right. And really having that time. I just ran it in my VIP group. It's not anything special that I did, but I was just really intentional that we were having a party, a last chance first glance, and they were tuned in because there were, giveaways and stuff like that with a regular party where people are a little bit more interactive than they are in just a VIP group. So I strongly encourage that all of you not just do the last chance first glance party, but really treat your whole month or your remaining of your month like that too, where this is our last chance to get some of these products. And it's a huge opportunity, but we can't be too distracted to go on to next month. So has anyone run the reports that I talked about last week with the discontinued products report? Has anybody run that yet? And has anyone reached out to their people about those products leaving yet? Got a big old mess over here. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So you're already preaching to the choir. Yep. And that's the thing too, is that it can be a bit of a job to reach out to all those people. I encourage that you order it or measure it by person. So then that way you can say, hey, here are the scents that are discontinuing. Let me know if you want info on stocking up. And then you can just list them instead of being like, oh, vanilla mint, oh, that, like going back and forth. But that's totally up to you. So y'all are already all doing that. That's awesome. 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 Okay. So that's all the training I had for y'all today. I want you to, if you have not already, business supply kit or business supplies in general, whatever you think you may need. And I do recommend the transition business kit because that is usually what I personally get. I want y'all to have those meeting dates on your calendar to meet every single month. Really focus on Bring Back My Bar, discontinued products, and club this month. Yes. And that's the thing, like it's the 10th. We've got some time. So if you haven't done it yet, don't feel like you have to do it right away, but that is something that can help you with your PRV this month. Okay. So one thing that we do in the leaders page, I'm going to bring over to our team page. It's something that I started with our legacy leaders group where we do just a 5-minute call out. Okay. So how this works, a lot of y'all are leaders, so you already know what this is about. Don't go anywhere. I can see you, but it really is just a time for us to hear from other people on our team, because so many of y'all are doing so many big things. But it's called a 5-minute call out where we just pretty much play popcorn. I'll call a name and you just give me one tip, whether it be for your business, some insights, whatever you really want to say, something that has been helpful to you, or maybe it's your focus this month, whatever it may be. And then when you're done, you call someone else that you see out to give their little tip. So we're just going to do it for about 5 minutes, but on the leaders page, it usually turns into the best part of the meeting, honestly. So I'm going to bring it over here to Simply Grace and Grit and see if we can have some of that good juju going. Yes, January is a long month. We have plenty of time to work. Some of y'all are off to a great start and some of y'all are off to a slow start. It is what it is, and you get to decide what the rest of your month looks like. So we are going to start with Stephanie. Yay.
Oh my gosh. Hi. No making fun of my Minnesota accent.
I love it.
I don't know if I have any tips, but it's been really helpful for me to connect with some of you guys. I know I've had a lot of questions, and Sylvia in particular, we've connected over some personal life and kid things, and it's been really helpful to watch you guys and how you are all rocking your business. And so I just really appreciate having that personal connection. That's been really helpful for me too. I look up to you guys, and I am signed up for Raleigh. It's I could have done Minneapolis, but I really am looking forward to meeting you guys in person. So thank you, everybody. I have to call someone out. I guess I will do Sylvia.
I don't know why you
All
act
right.
surprised, Sylvia.
I know, right? So yeah, this month is actually starting off really good for me compared to last month. I've booked 6 part. If you hear anything, it's the Georgia game going on. So I'm so sorry. I booked 6 parties. I'm still trying to book 2. I used the bring back my bar thing, the Tip Tuesday thing that I showed you guys. But I also do the last chance first glance with all of my parties. So once all the orders are in and the hostess is got her order to me, then I start showing just some of the things, mostly the things that we kind of the warmers that were part of the home kit. That's my plan, is to really use those, because I plan on having those little videos with them and everything. But yeah, I mean, I mean, I booked 2 parties this month. So make sure that you're still asking to party this month. Don't start talking about the spring and summer starting next month. Still get those parties for this month. People will want to do it. You just have to kind of convince them. All right, let's see who I'm going to call. Ashley Crabtree.
All right. And don't make fun of my North Carolina accent, please. I would say my tip for this month would be stressing club. I started off kind of slow this month. Parties has been my struggle for this month, but club has been my saving grace. Stressing those bars that are discontinuing, and to bring back my bars. I've just been able to put them under people's noses and then scaring them about not being able to get them, and they jump on clubs. So I've had several new club members this month, and then several that have made adjustments. So I would say club is like the biggie for this month. Definitely stress club. So, and I will call on Paulina.
Thank you for waiting till I finished my dinner. No. I think my tip for this month, and any month really, would be to just rip the Band-Aid off and go live. Like, go live. People want to see how you're using these products. On my VIP page and then on my personal page, last month when I got my Bring Back My Bar sample pack, or not sampler pack, but all my Bring Back My Bars in, I went live and did a sniff test with all the bars with myself and my mom and my sister. And like, we just all sat and it was hilarious. We had a glass of wine, talked about which ones we hated, whose scents were different. And it was authentic and it was original and it was me. And if you know me and my mom, then it was very, very like authentic. And I'll do the same thing with the 10 new scents when I get them, hopefully tomorrow, and do the same thing, not tomorrow, but when it's time, I'll go through and share what my favorite, yes, or with your husband, or yeah, people love to see you. And if they know you and you're authentic to who you are as a person, it's just fun. And then it makes them want to smell it. It makes them want to see what made you make that face. It makes them want to see what made you make that like, oh, this is going in my club. So go live, whether it's with your new scents, whether it's with your favorite product that's discontinuing or something, but people want to see your face and how you use these products. Let's see, who am I going to call on? Nikki, what do you got for us?
I was going with the theory, if I look distracted while cleaning my office, I wouldn't get called on. Something I do is the transition month, I focus on a product a week. So like I'm focusing on the fragrance flower this past week, and I'm focusing on the scents that are leaving us and doing a transition from each day. Next week is pods and what pods are leaving us. The week after will be warmers, and at the end of that week is my first last glance first chance party. That's already advertised on my VIP page. And the last week I'll focus on anything that they want me to, like, if they're like, I want to look at this product this week, or I want to focus on this thing. I haven't seen this in person. Do you have it? I will find it, or I'll find a teamie, or I'll find a real life picture of it so I can share it. And I'm gonna call on Erin.
Hi, I'm Kayla, but I'm using my husband's Zoom. So I started a new job this year, so it's been super stressful. So I've actually like taken this month to really work with my husband to kind of get his ideas and get his thoughts. He's really good at marketing and I'm not. And he's good at that social media stuff. So kind of picking his brain and actually getting his help, and getting my kids are starting to get older. So getting them involved, and, you know, they like smelling this stuff. So really including my kids and stuff. And when I do videos and stuff, they open the boxes or they smell the things. So really incorporating my family to make it so it's not just me. So, and I'm trying to do that more this month. I will pick Amanda.
Okay, so Paulina sort of took a little bit of mine, and that's okay. I was gonna say it's a new year, make a new you and go live, do it scared. And if it bothers you to do it in like a VIP group, do it here, because I can tell you everybody here will tell you things that you need to know, and they will lift you up and they will support you and critique you. And that's what we're here for, is to build each other up and support each other. And so, you know, do a new year and do something that absolutely scares you, because if it does, then you never know where it'll take you. So I will call on Katrina.
All right, I thought like being on like active in the chat, no one would actually call on me because I was being so active in the chat. But and don't mind me, I'm like 35 weeks pregnant. I can't even sit up anymore. My tip for this month is do not get lost in the hype of transition, which I know it's kind of like, that's basically what Whitney was saying earlier. Like, don't get lost in like, oh, I need to bulk sample and I need to do all this and I need to label all the things and I need to do all this transition stuff until you get your personal business situated. Like, don't fall into that trap, because I've done that before, where I was like, I need to do all the things. I thought I had to do all the things. And you guys, if that's one thing that your leaders have told you so many times, is you do not have to do all the things. So just don't freak out and think that you have to make all the samples, label all the things, buy all the things. Focus on your PRV first, and then focus on your sponsoring, and then focus on your coaching, and then label things, and then bulk sample, and then get your catalogs ready to mail out. I think it's great when I see like brand new consultants who are like, oh, I've got catalogs to mail out, and they're the new ones for next month. And I'm like, but you're not even active. Don't fall into that trap. So that's my tip. I don't know. I'm on my phone, so I don't know. Chelsea. I'll call Chelsea.
Chelsea just had surgery. Chelsea, you there?
I'm here, but y'all do not want to see me right now.
We don't have to see you.
I've not showered in like 3 days.
It's okay. Do you have a tip for us though?
Yeah, so I have been, I guess, well, while I'm laid up on the couch, I've been talking about the 10% off, just that everything, and I'm sorry if this was already talked about. I came in a little bit late, but the 10% off in the catalog, and just making sure, like, if you're not stocking up on what's not going to be there, even if what you love is available all year round, now is such a good time to take advantage of that, and just save a couple extra dollars. And I've had a couple orders come through from that as well. So
Yeah, and if you really focus on that 10% with the bundles too, like it's a really good savings when you get the extra 10% off the bundle.
absolutely.
All right, we'll do one more person. Chelsea.
Let's see. I feel like I'm trying to see who I can see who's on. Has Jen already gone?
Jen? Nope. Yay, we're in with Jen. Awesome.
Look at you.
Off. I thought I was gonna get free. So so much stuff and things, all things that I'm focusing on too this month. One thing, my biggest weakness as a consultant is sponsoring. It is a problem. So a lot of people are going to be getting that first credit card bill after Christmas. And maybe, so just kind of think about sponsoring and being like, a lot of people have like New Year's, new goals. That's what I've kind of been thinking about with people with my approach to sponsoring is it's a good time for people to start something new. And why not Scentsy? Like, why not it be Scentsy? Because a lot of people, unfortunately, probably did have to put their Christmas on credit cards and didn't have the extra money that some of us are afforded with Scentsy. So be careful doing that because of compliance. But that's kind of my thought. I've kind of just been wheeling that around in my head this month about who I'm going to approach. And just a lot of people want something fresh, something new. A lot of people might not. A lot of people might be like, no, I'm going to do this, but I'm just kind of thinking it's a really good time to start talking to people. Emails to your customers. Laura's right. This is not something you would like just blast on social media. This is a private one-on-one conversation, but a lot of people want new fresh starts. And I mean, we're all here because we love Scentsy. Something that I've been working on is not being selfish with the opportunity. I talked to my husband about this last night because he's like, what do you need to grow this year? Tell me what you need. Cause he's a business major. And I'm like, I need to grow my team. And he's like, well, what is stopping you? I'm like, myself. He's like, get on it. He's like, I'm like, I don't want to be spammy. He's like, then don't be spammy. And I'm like, this is something that everybody has told me. But he's like, why? He's like, Scentsy has blessed you so much, our family so much. Why would you not want to share that? And that's something that's repeated on this team. And a lot of people, New Year's is hard to start. Starting a New Year's hard. A lot of people have that seasonal blah thing right now. We live in California and it was 75 degrees today. I'm blessed with that, but not everybody does. A lot of people are going to be motivated or in a spot where they're looking for something new. So if your PRV squared away, I'm kind of just wheeling those ideas around on, kind of playing on the overall tone of how people feel in January and presenting them that Scentsy is minus 24 degrees. Oh my gosh, bless your heart. So I am focusing on, because it's my weakness in my business and because my PRV is already, I'm going to keep pushing it, but hosting and kind of just how people feel in January. And some people are gung ho, like, yes, new year, new me. And some people are like, oh my God, I need something to pull me out of this. And Scentsy has been both for me. Some days it is a, yes, let's do this. Some days it is, I cannot get out of bed, but I'm going to get out of bed and work my Scentsy business because it brings me joy. So I feel like a lot of people feel that way in January. And then a lot of people do have that post-holiday, whoa, got my credit card bill and I overextended myself over the holidays. So focus, if your PRV square away, I think it has the potential to be a very good sponsoring month too. So that's it.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually thinking about that yesterday with people just kind of in like the refresh of from Christmas and all that. So they're looking for something new. They're looking to better themselves. They're looking for new opportunities. Sarah put in the chat, my tip is to make sure you don't forget that discontinued sets and cleaning supplies, flowers, room spray, etc. cannot be added to clubs. So tell those people to stock up.
Yeah.
That is so, so important. And Sarah's actually really good with sharing that type of stuff consistently, which is why she's one of our top sales ladies. But yes, that's so good. So even though club is a perk, there is a perk to not being able to always get things. And so, someone who loves flowers or fragrance flowers, you can tell them, what's leaving. And the last thing I want to leave y'all with is that we have 21 days left in this catalog. We have 180 days left in spring and summer catalog. So we have plenty of time to start working on that. And though we are super excited and super blessed by what is coming, we really need to focus on these last 21 days first. And I know everyone has said that, but it's a good perspective to say, like, let's take our last chance with these last 21 days, soak it all up before we move on to bigger and better things. And don't feel like, I don't know who said it, might have been Katrina, but it was Katrina. Don't feel like you have to have all the things ready on January 1. Okay. That's not a realistic business practice. So know that we have all the supplies here on the floor and they're probably not going to get touched for a few weeks. That's okay. Why? Because I'm focusing on this first. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Let me stop the